Folks, this is who I'm voting for. I'm not usually fond of politicians, but I've seen the future of America, and his name is Basil Marceaux. Okay, so you ask, why is this guy the most amazing politician ever? Well, to answer that, I have made a list of his most awesome campaign promises. Campaign promise numero uno: immunity. Basil has promised that if you vote for him, he will make you immune from all crimes for the rest of your life. This means that you'll have a permanent get-out-of-jail-free card. Take that, Monopoly man. I get to keep this one forever. Promise number 2, mandatory gun ownership. This is an issue that speaks directly to my heart. As some of you may or may not know, I'm a firm believer in the right of everyone to own a gun. Well, so is Basil Marceaux. He stated that the framers of the Constitution were aware that the concept of nutcases and criminals existed, but they didn't feel the need to add any paragraphs or subparagraphs to limit those people's access to weapons. He feels we should arm everyone, especially the criminals and nutcases. This is why I feel that we should just give everyone a gun and call it done. But Basil has said that's not drastic enough. He thinks we should levy fines of at least $10 to anyone that is caught not carrying a gun. Now, that is progressive thinking. Campaign promise number 3, improving education. Basil believes that the state of education is lacking here in the United States. He feels that we need to invest heavily in phonics. He also believes that we can improve the quality of life for students by having them read congressional minutes every morning in class. And I agree, this will ensure that students get plenty of sleep and are well rested. Campaign promise number 4, elimination of law and order. Basil has another platform that I think we can all get behind. That is the elimination of all traffic offenses. Basil says that because the Constitution never addressed the idea of cars and traffic, then legally we can't regulate them. His first order of business when elected will be to repeal all laws relating to transportation. That way, if you want to drive 70 miles an hour through a school zone without a seatbelt, no one can tell you that you can't. Campaign promise number 5, making the flag fly right. Basil has been tased 12 times while attempting to make the flag fly properly. That's because he doesn't recognize any U.S. flag that has tassels on it. He's attempted to replace the one outside of the City Hall in Chattanooga numerous times. So there you have it. This is the guy I'm voting for in 2012. I must note that in 2010, when he ran for governor of Tennessee, he placed 9th out of 11 candidates. That's because he's growing in popularity. So America, get out there and get registered to vote, and then help me elect the world's greatest American to our nation's highest office. Remember his campaign slogan, "It's not like things can get any worse than we have already seen."